Just every day checking a couple blind sets. Going through the woods today with all the snow on the trees is really miserable. Anyhow, when I went to pull up here, I seen something back here shaking the trees. And yes, there he is, Mr. Coyote. Anyhow, I see there was a couple more traveling through this roadway here. But pretty much every year I always set a snare here, and every year I pretty well catch a coyote or two. So, anyhow, he doesn't sound very happy this morning. I would say it's probably around -12 this morning. And like I said, it's really miserable going with all the snow on the trees. But anyhow, I'm going to get him taken care of and get the snare set back up there. And when I get to another one of my blind sets, or maybe even I'll check a bait pile or two, I'm not sure. But anyway, if I have any more catches, I'll turn you back on. Just every day checking a couple bait piles. In this bait pile I had another coyote. But I can see here in the rest of my snares I don't have anything else, so anyhow. Seems like this past week, trapping since we got started getting all the snow, it just seems like trapping slowed right down. So, I don't know. Anyhow, no, there's no other catches up through there, so anyhow, I'll get him out of the snare, and I'm going to check probably 2 more bait piles a day. So if I have any more catches, like always, I'll turn you back on. Just every day checking a couple of my bait piles. And the first bait pile that I come to, here I have another blonde coyote. Decent sized coyote too for a blonde one. And I see here where there was some other coyotes coming in here. So hopefully the next time I come in here to check, hopefully I have a couple caught. So anyhow, I'm just here looking at a few more of my snares. I don't see where I have anything else caught, so anyhow, I'm going to get him out of the snare and get another snare put in place of it. And when I get to my next bait, if I have any catches, I'll turn you back on. Just got here to one of my bait sites, and as soon as I walked in, I looked over here and I have a big old staker coyote. And he's froze as hard as a board. This past few days here, and the nights it's been like, with the wind chill, it's been like -20, -22, so that's pretty damn cold. But anyhow, it's been slow this past week trapping. I found that ever since we got this snow, it's a lot of the coyotes and even the cats are going around the snares. They must see them, I guess. But anyhow, I can look all up through there, and I see that I don't have any more catches. But anyway, nice just to get one, I guess. If I'm not mistaken, this should be number 30. I think number 33, I believe. Not really sure, but there we go. But anyhow, I'm going to take and get a new snare set in place of that. And I got, what do I got? I got one more bait to check, I guess, for today. And if I have any catches there, I'll turn you back on. last bait pile check for the year. I got pretty much all my bait piles taken up. Like I said, I'm just in here today. I got to pull the rest of my snares in here up and get a couple beaver traps chopped out of the ice. But this past couple weeks, trapping has really been a disaster. Since we started getting all this ice and snow and the freezing rain, it really screwed up my trap line. It's hard to keep the traps and snares working when the weather's like that. So anyhow, I am kind of glad that it's over. Some people will trap in March, but that's something I don't do. Because right now, pretty much all the animals are breeding. And out there, you know what? Us trappers was at them all winter, so what's left? Leave them be, right? So, and I can pretty much tell so far that I ain't got anything in here. I do see here a set of bobcat tracks, but anyhow, I don't see it in none of my snares. So anyhow, out there and all that ice out there, I got a couple beaver traps to cut out of the ice. And the ice, I know for sure, is probably, well, it's at least a foot thick, so I got a lot of chopping to do to get my beaver traps out. Really nice spot back in here. Like I said, trapping was just not much good this past couple of weeks. So anyhow, like I said, this is the last trap check for the season. Next year when I get at it and I start getting a few catches, like always, I'll turn you back on.